Hello, darlings. It's Destiny, and it's President's Day, so I have the day off, and I'm gonna go to a garden nursery to pick up some things for this little project that I've been working on in the backyard of my parents' home. A little bit of backstory. So last week I posted a vlog where your girl was going through it emotionally, psychologically. Yeah, it was not the greatest of times. It was not the best of times. And so I decided to start to think of ways to make the best out of a circumstance that is not the best. And before I moved out of my parents' house the first time, the backyard was always my sanctuary. I would always go and sit in the backyard when I just needed space, or when I wanted to be someplace else besides my room. When I needed to go touch grass, you know, I would go into the backyard. And before I moved out the first time, the backyard, it looked nice. There was grass back there. It was perfect for sitting, for having a little picnic, for having my breakfast. It was literally beautiful. So romantic, iconic, actually. And I believe that having that space played a very significant role in how I was able to manage and cope with living in a situation and living in an environment that wasn't the most positive. So I have decided to now that I've decided to make you my new project. Yes, this backyard is my new project. And so the past couple weeks I have just been on my Mrs. Green Thumb tip. Okay, I have been working on the backyard all of last week. I spent like digging up the dirt and making sure that it was prepared for me to plant ground cover. I tilled the soil, you know, pulled up the weeds, and now I'm gonna go to the nursery to buy some seeds so that I can finally plant them in the backyard. And we're approaching spring, so it's gonna be the perfect time because we're gonna get rain. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this comes out. I know that I'm not necessarily gardening, I'm just planting ground cover, but I know that with any, you know, gardening-esque project, it's an adventure. You know, sometimes you're like, okay, this is gonna work, and it doesn't work out. It's kind of like life, you know, it's trial and error. You have to see what works and what doesn't work. I'm hoping that this works. So I'm gonna go get my seed, plant my seed, and then yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get rain within this next week, but I'm hoping that we do get some rain because that would be perfect. But yeah, I wanted to bring y'all along with me in my gardening escapades today. I'm still not entirely sure what it is that I want to plant. Initially, I was gung-ho set on clover. I was like, I want it to be clover. It's gonna be super cute, like it'll be perfect. It doesn't require that much water. Yes, we're going with clover. But then, and clover is also really great for wildlife, and like it attracts bees and it's good for pollination, all that stuff. But I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, maybe I should do a mix of clover and grass. And then I was like, wait a minute. I found out about this other ground cover that I saw when I was at a Lowe's one day, just browsing the garden section, and it's called Dichondra repens. And I really liked the way that that felt. And the thing about clover is because it's so attractive to wildlife, that means lots of bees, lots of butterflies, and I love that. But at the same time, if I'm gonna be sitting out there, you know, if I'm gonna be sitting out there, I might run into some, I don't wanna say problems, but potential dangers, you know. I have been stung by a bee once or twice in my lifetime. Not saying that they would sting me, but it's a possibility, especially if the whole yard is clover, you know. I just have to keep that in mind. and I'm keeping that in mind. So Dichondra Repens looks really good, but the thing about that is it's all green, and what I like about clover is that I can do white clover, I can do red clover, you know, and then I can have some pops of color in the grass. So I'm still not entirely sure what exactly I want to do yet, which is why I'm going to this nursery in particular today. I'm going to Armstrong Garden Center. Love that place. I've been one time before and literally fell in love. They have so many options. It's so pretty. It's kind of far from where I'm at, but I'm gonna go because I have the day off and I have the time to do so, so I'm gonna go do that. And also they have a lot of lawn cover options there. The Lowe's that I've been to, they have a few options, but definitely not as many as Armstrong. So I'm just gonna go there and, you know, look at what they have, ask questions, and hopefully make a decision today. That way I can start planning. I need to get my camera cleaned because every time I'm in the sunlight, there's sunspots on my lens. Oh, now you see it went away and we went into the shade. Anyways, I'm walking to the nursery now. I parked, I found a good spot, and so 7-minute walk, not too bad. This is perfect because I can get my steps in, and it's a beautiful day outside. It's a mighty lovely Monday, I must say. So I'm excited. I'm super excited to see the options and just be around all the plants and the flowers. It's gonna be a good time. Love how I'm excited about this. I really am, honestly. Okay. I don't see any clover here. They actually, last time I was here, which was about a year and a half ago, they had more options than this. I kind of like the flowers in this one, but it's a little bit hard and I want something a bit softer, so I'm gonna ask for some assistance.
Peas and oats, beans, veg, Cecilia, and what's the other one? Buckwheat. Oh, and I have crimson clover, so that's got the red flower. So I've got a lot of choices.
A lot of choices.
Yeah, but that's okay. So you can take pictures and do whatever you want. You can try it, you can plant it and see if you like it. Mm-hmm. But let me see if I have the oh, I do.
Okay.
I do. Okay, let's see. Amending the soil with additional soil?
Yeah, I bought some, okay. So I'm gonna do that today, and then hopefully we get some rain.
Yeah.
I wanted to know your opinion, because at first I was gonna do clover the entire yard, and I know that clover is like good for pollination and bees and stuff, but I wanted to sit out in the yard, like with a blanket. Yeah. I don't know if
you could
like
sit
what
on
would
either
you
one. You talking about sitting on that material?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could sit on either one. I mean, there are other plants you could put there too.
That's what this is why I came here.
Can I
yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna hold this for now, but I'm gonna walk back out to the ground cover.
Okay.
Because you've seen the seeds.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll hang on to this one, but I want to give you, because now I know a little bit more about what you're looking for.
Yes.
Okay. So,
I'm open.
Good, because we have.
Okay, I got what I needed to get. I didn't get everything. I did buy Dichondra Repens seeds, so I did get that, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a mix of Dichondra Repens and clover. It has been decided, but they didn't have, I wanna do red clover and they didn't have that. So we're only walking away with the Dichondra Repen seeds today, which is okay because 1 out of 2 things. And I'm so excited to plant it. I'm like really excited to plant it, y'all. And I have conditioner for my soil. So we only need to get 1 more thing. And then off we are on our plant journey, on our green thumb journey. But now I'm just walking around, browsing. Honestly, coming to nurseries, and now that I'm starting this project, it just makes me really excited and really sparks my creative juices in terms of what's possible and what I can do. And I love that. First is ground cover, then who knows? Who knows what I might plant in the backyard? The possibilities are truly endless. So yeah, we got the stuff. I actually used to work in this area a couple years ago, and it's just so pretty. This area is just really, really pretty. There's so many apartments over here, but I can only imagine the price point, because this is like Santa Monica-ish-esque, and so this area, it's not super close to the beach, but it's also not super far. And then so much of everything is in walking distance from where I'm at right now. So I can only imagine how high the rent is here. But it's so pretty. Just walking through this neighborhood is truly like very lethargic, and I love that. The sun is shining. It's just a vibe. Okay, so I lied. I am not back at home. I decided to come to a restaurant. I wanted to explore, see what was around, and there was this cute cafe bakery. It's called Almond, I think that's how you say it. And so I decided to come and try it, because why not? Life is about experiences, and you only get one of these lives. So yeah, life is about living, and I'm living. Like, I'm down here, might as well try a new place. So I came here, I ordered an egg salad sandwich and an iced matcha latte, and they gave me a Nutella and strawberry croissant for free. My gosh, you see, this is why you have to live your life, because you never know what's in store. You literally never know what could happen. So live and let life surprise you. Thank you so much.
Enjoy the game.
Thank you. This is my croissant. I didn't even order this. He said it was free, complimentary for me to try. Y'all, not them trying to butter my biscuit. Like, I didn't even have my camera out. He was just like, here, try this. It's for you. Why are you trying to seduce me with sweet treats? Like, you know that's my weakness.
Check it out now. No doubt now. Yeah. Check it out now. No doubt. Special girl.
And that's on treating yourself every chance that you get. She looks good. She looks mighty tasty. With a little salad. Period. And my matcha. Yes, ma'am. Enjoyed my lunch. Yes, I surely did. This place is honestly really cute. I had every intention of trying a slice of cake, because they have many different varieties of cake in there, but they just completely shell-shocked me and blew me away with this Nutella strawberry croissant. So now I'm not gonna get a sweet treat. But it's okay. The croissant was good, but it definitely would have been better warmed up, just a tad, you know, but it was still good. And the egg sandwich was good. So I will be back, and when I return, I am going to get myself a slice of cake. He wants to be outside with me. But so I'm outside in my backyard, and I'm just going to continue tilling the soil, trying to get it as even as possible. I started on, when did I start tilling? I started on Friday, and I did half of it, and then so now I'm gonna do the other half since I have some time before I have to go to rehearsal tonight. And I also just want to spend some time picking up more branches, any more weeds and rocks that I see as I go along. So yeah, this is what we are working with, and it looked a lot worse than this when I first started. There was turf on the ground. It was just, it was pretty bad. It was very ugly. And if you can see that green net right there, that's because I guess my family had laid down like sod when they first did the backyard, and so when I was digging up the dirt, digging up the soil in the backyard, I was finding a lot of that, and I was having to pull that up by hand. And as you can see, even though the entire backyard is dug up, like, I'm still finding little pieces here and there. Or maybe that's just from over there. Like maybe the wind blew it over there. That's probably what it is, because I tried to get as much of it up as possible. There's also a lot of little rocks in the soil, like a lot. The really, really tiny rocks I can afford to leave in the soil, but the really large, obvious, obnoxious ones gotta go. So I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna go ahead and get started.
Thing in my itty bitty world. Call her up and she made me feel right. Wish the bliss could never take flight. Sitting back with this mic in my hand, spitting hot shit, trying to see grand. Imprinted on my mind every minute. Make my plans and you always in it, y'all. Such a vibrant thing, a vibrant thing. And even though we both fly, give each other space and not the evil eye. Acting like grown-ups, don't even try to hide cause the spot blown up. Girlfriend telling you she wanna see. I say I don't know, but you say gladly. And when we both do head, we go on and on and on and on and on and sweeter than Ben and Jerry. Can I rhyme? Well, you know I guess mine. Sitting around in my abstract car. This abstract thing going abstract far, yeah. Such a vibrant thing. Vibrant thing.
Oh my god.
Rehearsal ting. Period. We are at rehearsal. I'm having a little mealtime break because I'm not on for a while. We're having a little meal, a little roast beef moment, courtesy of Ralph's. Willie Conklin.
Willie Conklin.
Willie Conklin. Sarah's friend.
Her nameless friend.
Her nameless friend, but itchy back. No, my back was
Sarah's friend. After gliding.
Miss Evelyn Nesbitt. I've been a nasty girl. Nasty. Hi, we're with Vogue 73 Questions. Can we ask you some questions today?
Yes. That makes so much sense. Yeah, that makes sounds like them.
What's like a pivotal moment in your career?
Okay, so I had not done any shows in like years and years. It was not since college, I think. And then I was dating an actor. We broke up when we stayed friends, and he was directing a show. And so it was just for Miss Technicolor Dreamcoat. I didn't have enough guys to come out for it, so he asked me to be one of the brothers. And I was like, sure, I'll do it. It's been a while since I've been on stage, and it reignited the flame in me to perform, and I've been doing it ever since.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me explain something to you, okay? Things aren't always going to be aesthetic. Things aren't always going to be prim and pretty, okay? Sometimes things are going to give raw. It's going to give real. It's going to give nasty. And that's life. So today it is Wednesday, February 26th. I have had quite the day today. I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. So the past week or so, I've just been very low tolerance. My patience for the things that I typically do on a daily basis has been very, very low. I have not had the patience, I have not had the bandwidth to give myself to those things. And I've been talking about it a lot with my friends, and you know, I just want more for myself. I want way more for myself, and it's like I see myself being somewhere and I'm not there yet. And it's a little frustrating. But the thing is, it's important to practice gratitude, because I was talking to my friend e.l.f. the other day, and I was saying, you know, when you want, it's good to want more. It's great to want more and to want to be better and all that jazz, but you also have to stop and smell the flowers, because you might be living in a prayer that you prayed 6 months ago or a year ago or 3 years ago, and here you are complaining about your life and the way that it's looking right now, when 6 months ago you were praying for this very moment. So I've been feeling conflicted in that way, because I do want better, but at the same time it's like destiny. Relax, practice gratitude. You know, you should be grateful. But it's hard. It's hard and it's complicated. And I'm definitely gonna get into more detail about all of it. But right now it's 3:16 and I have to go tutor. Do I want to? Absolutely not. But will I? Yes, I will. I didn't go to work today, so I'm gonna go tutor. I will see you in a little bit. Let it go. That's why I want you to know. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. There's so many different things happening right now. Mentally, in my mind, there's just so much going on right now. I find myself wanting a different job. And the job that I have now, I am grateful for. It pays the bills. It allows me to take care of myself. However, comma, I'm just not satisfied, nor am I fulfilled in what I'm doing anymore. And I think that that is fair for me to say. So the past couple weeks, I've been looking for new jobs and just seeing what's out there, seeing what speaks more to me and speaks to my soul and speaks to my heart, and also what feels closely aligned with what it is that I want to do with this life that I have been blessed with, you know? And that's something else that I just had to get really real about is, you know, besides me just not wanting to do what I'm doing anymore for work, what I'm doing for work right now is also not putting me in any sort of position to pursue what it is that I truly want to do, which is music and performance, you know? And with the exception of this job being flexible, otherwise, it's just like, why am I there? Why am I there, you know? So I have been looking for other jobs, and today was, girl, see, and here's something about me. When I'm over something, I'm over it. Especially when it comes to jobs. Once I'm over it, once I'm done, once I don't give a fuck anymore, I don't give a fuck anymore. And so that's something that I definitely do need to work on. That is an opportunity for some serious character development on my part, because just because I'm over a job and I don't have the energy or the capacity to really deal with it anymore doesn't mean that I should start slacking and falling off and, you know, all that. That's not a good look. It's really not. And so this past week I've been showing up to work late super late, like disrespectfully late. And today was another one of those days where I came in late, and you know, my manager talked to me and they were like, what's going on, you know? And I didn't tell them that I didn't want to work there anymore, because why would I do that? I was just kind of like, you know, I'm going through something right now, and I'm trying to figure everything out. And thankfully, by the grace of God, I have a really, really nice boss that is understanding and gives me so much grace. I really appreciate them for that, honestly. And so they were just like, well, you know, if you need some time off, let me know. If you want to talk about anything, let me know. Today, I'm gonna send you home for the day. And so I got to take the day off today, which was really nice. I got to water my garden today, which is doing pretty well so far. What I planted is already starting to sprout. Love that for me. But yeah, I got to stay home from work today and take the day off, catch up on sleep, because there has also just been a lot going on. Aside from me wanting more and wanting to pursue different things career-wise, last weekend was the opening of my show that I'm in, which went really well, I must say. And we had a show Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. And so your girl is tired. Your girl is literally tired. I went to work on Monday looking so rough. My hair was not done because I had styled my hair for the show. If I have pictures, I'm gonna insert pictures somewhere. But I styled my hair for the show, and I did not know how to style my hair for work the next day. And in fact, I didn't even style my hair that night, that Sunday night. I didn't style my hair, so I went to sleep with it looking the way that it was looking for the show. In the middle of the night, I wake up and I'm half asleep taking bobby pins out of my hair, go back to sleep, wake up, and then I'm like, oh shit, I have to go to work. And so I went to work with 2 pigtails, and then Tuesday I ended up calling out, and today I just put it in a low ponytail, and that's what we have going on right now, and it's looking rough. Like I said, I'm looking rough. I do understand this, and I feel like me not having my hair styled is part of the reason why I'm feeling like my life is not together right now. It's contributing. It is a contributing factor. No, because it is. Listen to me, hear me out. I've done the research, okay? There is data to back this up, that when a black woman's hair is not done, that it messes with her psyche. It messes with her spiritually. And so on top of me wanting to explore other career options, my hair is not done right now, and I have not done anything to it the past 3 days. Oh my gosh. Aside from that though, I've actually had a pretty decent day today. Woo! Hallelujah. Woo! See, you worry about me and you missing this light. That's the thing. You and everybody else's business, and you still back there at the light. People finna start honking at you. He saw me pull out this camera, y'all. He saw me pull out this camera and was all up in my business, and you still back there. Hello, darlings. How are we feeling today? How are our spirits? Are we in good spirits? I hope so. Today is Saturday, March 1st, and guess where I'm going? I'm going to tour Place. Ah! Yes, I am going to go tour Place right now. My appointment is at 2:30 and it's 2:19, so we are gonna go. Like I said, these vlogs are kind of sort of giving very chaotic, but please just bear with me. My life has just been very busy, very like bus. club, another club, another club, no sleep type beat. That's what it's been like, especially with the show happening. Like, yesterday was a day that I thought I was gonna be able to rest because I thought we didn't have a performance, and until my castmates were like, no girl, we definitely do perform tonight. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I literally had to jump up from my nap, get ready, and then we had a performance that night. And after our performance, we ended up going out to this cute little pizza place slash bar slash karaoke spot. It was super cute. Honestly, I should have vlogged that, but I'm still getting used to, okay, look, see, the thing is, you take a break from YouTube and then you come back to it, and I have to get back into my zhuzh. I have to get back into the swing of things. So forgive me. I want to capture all the content, but sometimes I'm just not even thinking about it. Sometimes I'm just living, you know, which is really what we should be doing anyway. We should be living. We shouldn't be living. We shouldn't be thinking camera first, then live. It should be let's live, and then if I think about pulling out a camera, then I pull out a camera. But yes. So I'm about to go toward these apartments, and I will see y'all in a few.